Hi, you all, and welcome back for CHD Chapter 17, Handling Daily Routines. Routines such as dressing, undressing, eating, napping, and toileting are everyday experiences. They promote the children's social, self-help, and learning skills. Routines at early childhood education centers reassure children by providing them a predictable pattern. This offers them emotional security. When children feel emotionally secure, they are more likely to explore their environment and build their independence. So join me as we learn all about handling daily routines. So our first objective is going to be to explain the benefit of establishing daily routines. The daily schedule will be impacted by state and local standards, center type, and philosophy. A well-planned schedule provides the framework for the day's activities and should help prevent conflicts and meet the children's needs. The schedule should be designed to include basic routines. These include dressing, undressing, eating, napping, toileting, and cleaning up. As an early childhood educator, you should encourage the children to become as independent as possible in carrying out these basic routines. Before you is a schedule, and you will notice that there, where it is very detailed as to what will be happening. Now this would be more for something the teacher would use, okay? This wouldn't be the schedule that you'd necessarily be hanging up in your classroom, but you will see how they very, very specifically establishing their routine with their arrival, and then indoor activities like at a center, then the cleanup, then we're gonna have snack, and then we're gonna have self-selected activities every single day, the exact same routine. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that children will respond to schedules very differently, okay? If the pace is too fast for them, they may become stressed out and frustrated. You may see some temper tantrums. And then on the flip side, children may, if the pace is too slow, they may become bored. Okay, and completely depends on the individual differences of the children, how they respond to the schedule, but also maybe in how many hours they actually spend at the center. Okay, children who who are full-time center students, they may feel differently than those who may be part-time. Another thing to remember in your daily schedule is to include large blocks of time, open time. These might include arrival, large group activities, small group activities, self-selected activities, meals, and naps. At least half of the day should be set aside for self-selected activities. Now, self-selected would be like your centers, okay? Also, a daily schedule should be posted outside and inside the classroom. This information will be helpful to parents, volunteers, and then the other staff within the center. Classrooms should also have a labeled daily routine picture schedule with words posted near the whole group area to use with children. I gave you an example of a labeled daily routine schedule. Okay, so this is showing you how the child can put on their coat. Okay, these are the types of labeled things we want to. So this would be something from a specific activity that you wanted to do or a specific task. However, you would also have a labeled routine picture schedule, and on the next screen you're going to see what that looks like. Objective 2, we're going to explain the use of transition techniques. And here we go. Here's a daily schedule. This was the picture I was talking about over on if you're looking at this video to your left, it says daily schedule, and it's almost like a clock. Okay, and you can see where they're turning it and saying what's going to happen next. That's just one example. Okay. So now let's talk a little bit about transitions. Transitions are changes from one activity to another, or when a child moves from one place to another. They occur many times during the day. Transitions must be carefully planned to help children get through the daily routine without a fuss. Tell the children in advance that a transition will occur by providing a warning signal, allowing time for the children to finish what they are doing. The amount of time between the signal and the transition will vary among age groups and activity types. There are 4 basic methods for successful transitions. You may use concrete objects, visual signals, novelty items, or auditory signals. So let me talk a little bit about these 4 things, and then I'm going to show you a quick video that will actually let you see these things in play, okay? So when we talk about transitioning with concrete objects, let's see what we're talking about. Now, transition is 100% dependent on being a routine, something that you do every day the same exact way so that the children will know what's expected, okay? So using concrete objects as a form of a transition involves children moving from one place to another. So this technique directs a child's attention from one activity to another. So an example may be, Leon, please put your picture in the cubby. So that is a directing Leon from art activity to a new activity, okay? Rosie, please hang up your coat. That lets her know, okay? Visual signal. Visual signals is another transition method. It involves informing children of a change through signals they can see. For instance, when you show the children a picture of lunchtime, the children move to the lunch table, okay? So giving them a visual. A novelty transitions involves the use of unusual new action or a device to move children from one activity to another. Locomotion is one type of novelty where children use the motion to make their transition. Like children might hop like a kangaroo to line up to go outside, okay? And then auditory signals inform the children of a change through the use of sound. So this could be by using a bell or a song. So right here, we're going to watch this quick little 2-minute video, and you're actually going to hear auditory signals and possibly some others as we see these folks do this activity.
Why not bring the holidays to a remote vacation? Hey friends, that bell means it's circle time. So come on over and let's sit down in a circle. Hey, circle time. Hey, circle time. Hey, circle time. Let's all find our spots. Hey, circle time. Hey, circle time. Hey, circle time. Let's all find our spots. Once you find a good spot to sit down, I want you to sit down on your bottom, crisscross applesauce. Can you show me how to do it? Bottom on the floor, cross your legs. Bottom on the floor, cross your legs. Bottom on the floor, cross your legs. Crisscross applesauce. Bottom on the floor, cross your legs. Bottom on the floor, cross your legs. Bottom on the floor, cross your legs. Crisscross applesauce. Hey, circle time. Hey, circle time. Hey, circle time. Let's all find our spots. Bottom on the floor, cross your legs. Bottom on the floor, cross your legs. Bottom on the floor, cross your legs. Crisscross applesauce. Great job, everyone. Once you find the spot, let's sit down on the bottom. I want you to listen carefully and follow along. We're going to start by tapping our heads. Tap your head. 1, 2. Tap your head. 1, 2. Tap your head. 1, 2. Now let's wiggle our ears. Wiggle your ears. Wiggle your ears. Wiggle your ears. Now let's clap our hands. Clap your hands. 1, 2. Clap your hands. 1, 2. Clap your hands. 1, 2. Now it's time to shh. Listen to your teacher. Hi friends, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Thanks, have a good day at school. Bye.
Okay, if you were like me during this video, you caught on immediately. Okay, you might have been tapping your foot. I was kind of tapping my foot and my hand. This is simply a song that you would not have to play. Like you wouldn't have to do the YouTube video at all. You could change up, like when they said, you know, sit down, crisscross applesauce, and they said like tap their head, wiggle their ears, and shh. As you, it gave them very specific directions and allowed for time for the kids to get there. You also heard a visual with the bell. When I was in the early childhood classroom, transitions were so important. And we did the same thing every day. And I did this with from kindergarten kids all the way to third grade kids. And it never mattered. They all enjoyed it. We would change up like the song that we would sing or the method that we would use between maybe two things in third grade, but that was really kind of it. We left it very, very simple, so they knew exactly what to expect. Okay, so you can use several types of transitions in one day, but remember to be consistent, as children respond better if they know what is expected of them. For instance, sing the same cleanup song for all cleanup times during the day. Like, don't do one cleanup morning song and then one cleanup afternoon song. Use the same one, because when they hear that song, it's going to trigger them that it's time to clean up. So let's review real quick. A daily schedule and routine provides structure to each day. Within this structure, children have the opportunity to develop independence. A well-planned schedule provides the framework for the day's activities. Schedules for early childhood programs vary by program type. The daily schedule must be planned to meet the children's physical and psychological needs. Health and safety are also important considerations. For comfort and security, children need to have consistency and predictable routines. Each daily routine presents its own particular challenges and problems during the course of the day. Using positive guidance strategies will help you teach children about responsibility. So that wraps us up for this episode, and you can learn more about this topic by reviewing the resources posted in your course. As always, if you have any questions, please contact me or your instructor. So thanks for joining me as we learned all about handling daily routines. See you next time.